And then for it to be so provocative in that you're going to be adversarial with the Mount Rushmore of Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, yes to everything.
I'm gonna break his jaw in 6 places.
Who says you're not romantic?
And to dive in, Kevin, from the promo teasers, it looks like Special Agent Musso kidnaps Dwight. So tell us about your character, his ambitions, and what are driving those ambitions.
Well, yes, he's an interesting surprise for Dwight's character as well as the viewers. His ability to swoop in and have the goods on Dwight from a governmental loft and insist, I own you, is as surprising for Dwight and the audience as I said. His agenda is one that develops through the season with a lot of surprises. And I'm very excited for the audience to have those.
Yeah. Why is it that, with as much as you can share, why is it that Dwight's the individual he is so fixated on to drive forward his plans?
Oh, I can't wait for you to find out.
All right. Well, Dana.
Well, suffice to say, there are reasons.
Okay. All right. Holding you to that. And Dana, in this upcoming season, how did you see Margaret change in a way that you didn't expect?
I think she's less at the ranch and more into politics, which I did not expect, but is interesting because, Oklahoma is interesting in terms of the people that live there. There's a lot of money, there's a lot of tech, there's different strata. And so she kind of goes behind the scenes to help Dwight out and maybe grease the way for him a little bit.
Yeah. And, speaking of Margaret and Dwight, Margaret's very comfortable around him, which is a very interesting part of her. Why is she so chill when she's with Dwight, despite his history? What would you say?
Well, I feel like, she's been an owner of this ranch for a long time. She's had a bad history with men. She's had to take care of herself most of her life. And then along comes this guy, somebody she's never had in her life before, that type of guy. And he's so...
A little dangerous,
very sure of himself, and yet with a code, a bit of a code of honor and a heart underneath it all. And I think that's just a deadly attraction, a man that can meet her is as strong as her and a little bit dark, a little bit dangerous. I mean, you're never too old to like the bad boys.
I love that. And can you touch a little bit on how their relationship evolves in this next season?
Well, a little bit of push-pull because he's always worried about her being in danger. And she's always saying, I can handle myself, which she can. So, it's a little bit of back and forth in that sense. But in the end, I think they just like each other. I think they just really get a kick out of each other.
And they're like, might as well do it. Like, we're both here. Awesome. And, Kevin, you are no stranger to the sort of crime gang genre, if you will. So what distinguishes Tulsa King from some of the other projects you've been in? And why did you join the cast?
Listen, when an opportunity to join a wildly successful show drops in your lap, it grabs your attention, I can assure you. And then for it to be so provocative in that you're going to be adversarial with the Mount Rushmore of Sylvester Stallone. Yes to everything. And then being a scene partner with him and finding that warm welcome and generosity of spirit was the icing on the cake.
Awesome. Beautiful. Well, thank you guys both so much for your time today. I cannot wait for others to see season 3. Take care.
Thank you,
Sade. Thank you, smooth operator.